Hello, my dear child. Today, Mom will tell you a long, gentle story, just like a calm afternoon when we sit together in our little kitchen, letting the warm smell of food fill our home. This is the story of a day Mom cooked a meal. But to me, it was more than just cooking. It was a whole journey of love for you. That morning, when the sunlight touched the kitchen window, Mom woke up quietly. You were still sleeping, breathing softly like a little kitten curled in a blanket. Mom looked at you and thought, today, I want to cook something really delicious for my child. I went to the kitchen, opened the refrigerator, and thought about what to cook for you. There was some chicken, a few sweet potatoes, a bunch of morning glory, carrots, and fresh eggs Mom had bought yesterday. Nothing fancy, but for me, just thinking of you enjoying the meal makes everything feel special. Mom washed my hands, tied my hair, put on the apron, and the cooking journey began. First, I washed the chicken and cut it into small pieces. The cold water ran over my hands, but Mom is used to it because I prepare meals for you every day. You know, every time I cut the chicken, I always think about what size you like, big pieces or small ones, softer or firmer ones. Because to me, cooking is also a way of taking care of a little part of your heart. Then Mom peeled the sweet potatoes. Their natural sweetness filled the air. These round golden potatoes reminded me of when you were younger. You loved steamed sweet potatoes so much. You always took big bites even though they were hot, refusing to wait for them to cool. As I prepared the ingredients, the kitchen grew warm. Sunlight danced across the counter like tiny golden dust. The sound of the knife tapping tack on the cutting board created its own morning music. After everything was prepared, Mom turned on the stove. The blue flame flickered gently as if greeting me. I poured in a little oil, and when the chopped onions hit the pan, the sound sizzling filled the air. The smell spread so quickly that I knew if you were awake, you would have run downstairs. Mom, what are you cooking? It smells so good. I added the chicken, stirring it with the fragrant onion. The wonderful scent filled the whole kitchen, warm, familiar, comforting. It made me happy because it was your favorite dish. The tender, savory braised chicken you like to call Mom's chicken. While the chicken simmered, I washed the morning glory. The cool water splashed over the green stems. I cut them and set them aside to drain, then prepared another pan for stir-frying. The hot oil sizzled again as the vegetables hit the pan. The sound of stir mixed with the rising steam, forming little clouds floating above the stove. The smell of garlic spread softly. Sometimes the heat made Mom step back a bit, but I would always return because cooking for you makes me forget discomfort. Then I boiled the sweet potatoes. When they softened, that unmistakable sweet aroma rose with the steam. I lifted the lid, the warm air brushed my face, and I smiled. They were perfectly cooked. I knew you would be happy while waiting for everything to finish. Mom wiped the counter, arranged the plates, and set the table. At that moment, the kitchen felt truly warm, not only because of the fire, but because of the love in every dish I made for you. While Mom was arranging the dishes, I heard your soft footsteps coming down the stairs. You rubbed your eyes, yawned gently, and asked in your sleepy voice, Mom, what smells so good? I turned to look at your hair was messy, but your eyes lit up when you saw the table full of food. I smiled and said, Mom made your favorite dish today. You sat down and looked at everything with excitement, like discovering something wonderful. I spooned some chicken broth onto your rice. You took the first bite, looked up at me, and said, It's so delicious, Mom. Those words are more precious to me than any compliment in the world. They make me forget all the tiredness. They make the whole morning worth it. As we ate, I told you how I cooked each dish. You listened carefully, asking little questions. Why didn't you add more garlic? Does frying onions make your eyes sting? Why do sweet potatoes smell so good? Those simple questions made my heart warm. After the meal, Mom washed the dishes while you wiped the table. We worked together, laughing. The kitchen became tidy again, but the warm smell of our morning meal lingered, holding on to the memory of our happy moment. Mom looked at you and thought, every meal I cook is not just food. It's love, memories, and the happiness of being your mother. Thanks you for your listening.